Hey, first graders. I'm Kelly with Discovery Southeast. You remember me? I have jelly in my belly, and my name is. So last time I saw you, we went out in the wintertime, and I believe we went down to the beach, and we saw some critters in the intertidal zone. Miss Marks was telling me that you guys are going to be learning about marine mammals, and I volunteered to show her some of the artifacts that we have here at the office because they're pretty cool. I would love to be able to show these to you in person, but hey, this is what we can do right now. So, take a look at the objects on the table, and I want to see if you can identify any of them. And I'm going to start holding up a piece, and I want you to look fairly closely at it and see if you can figure out what it is or what part of the body or place in the body you think it is. So this is really, really large, and you might be making a guess. If it belongs to something this large, the animal itself has got to be pretty huge. Now I'll give you another hint. This actually came from the mouth of a marine mammal. Can you guess what animal that was? So this came from a whale, and this is called baleen. It's really neat. I'm going to come closer so you can see what it looks like. So this part is really hard. It's like a really, really thick fingernail, this part. And then these little hairs off of the side here are really important for filtering the food. That long piece of baleen actually belongs to a bowhead whale, which is another filter feeding whale that lives further up north. Now this one that you see belongs to a humpback. Notice any differences? So what happens is a humpback whale, as you know, it eats just little fish and krill. It doesn't eat salmon, it doesn't eat big things, it eats really little things. So it has these plates, we call these baleen plates, in its mouth. So picture all these little strings hanging down on the whale's mouth, and then they take a big gulp of water that has a bunch of herring or krill into it, and they push the water out. And so the water passes through all these hairs, but the krill or the small herring or candlefish or whatever they're eating gets trapped in their mouth. It's kind of like if you ever have seen anybody cooking and they drain pasta, they do it through a strainer. So the pasta gets caught in the strainer, and then the water drains out. Same thing here. The fish get caught in the mouth of the whale, and the water drains out. So that's pretty cool. Baleen. Baleen. Yeah, we've got another piece of baleen. This one's not quite as long, and it still has a lot more hairs on it. So see, you can see there the hairs coming off. And see if you can tell, but it's very hard. It's a little bit flexible, but it's very hard. And it's made of keratin, as I said, the same thing your fingernails are made of.
This is multiple pieces of humpback baleen that are fused together. This came out of a humpback whale that washed to shore, I think 2 summers ago. Pretty cool. This is a humpback whale ear bone. You can imagine that almost kind of looks like one of our ears. It's got the curve and a hole inside to catch the sound. Now this isn't actually part of a humpback whale. but it does live on a humpback whale. This is a special kind of barnacle. This is just the shell of it that only lives on humpback whales.